My name is Jowan Smith, and my project is Getting Our Babies to College 101. 5 years ago, I found myself in a position that a lot of parents do. My daughter was an 8th grader transitioning to 9th grade, and she decided she wanted to go to college. And of course, she decides to pick the most expensive degree ever. She wanted to be a veterinarian. Now, I knew I couldn't afford that, so looking at the statistics of I'm living in a community where 13% of the community is below the poverty rate. The average household income is $26,000, and the average four-year college is $24,000. So I can't afford that, so I had to figure out what could I do to make this happen. My degree is in marketing, so I had to put all of my resources to use, and I went on the school website. So what they had available was College Now. Now, the eligibility requirements for this program is you have to be an 11th grader and you have to have a certain GPA. Now, neither one of those fit my daughter. So what I decided to do was start filling out scholarship applications every night. My daughter happened to be an amazing athlete. So I said, well, we're going to use this and try to get you to college. So ultimately, what ended up happening was my daughter ended up graduating 6th in her class and got an academic scholarship. So I said, what are the chances of that? So thank you. So everybody around me is like, wow, how'd you get this? How did you make this happen? So I ended up helping all these people around me, people at work, people in the community, people at church. They're like, how'd you make this happen? So then the school calls me. They're like, can you come and help our parents with this FAFSA process? Like, this FAFSA is really throwing these parents off. They can't get this paperwork done. So I'm like, well, shoot, if I'm coming in here doing these for free, then I could try and figure out how to make this work for me. So I decided that I would do workshops for parents. That's my idea. I want to do workshops within the schools, in the community, at churches, in rec centers, wherever I could be able to do interactive workshops where I would be on a projection system and the parents could actually be on a computer following along with me, going through the workshops. I would do a general workshop. The one main topic that I feel is big in this area, because this is a sports town, is the student athlete. The student athlete process is so rigorous with the NCAA eligibility requirements and the clearinghouse. So many students miss out on it. Now, Gann Academy just put 30 students at the signing table, but that's one school. What about the rest of the students? So a lot of parents need help with the scholarship application process. I also think one of the most important parts of the college process is visiting colleges. Now, John Hay has a 100% graduation rate and a 98% college acceptance rate, but that's one school. What is so good about this one school that nobody else is doing this? I think that other schools should also implement this. Now, I know about this program because my son is a freshman there. Now, they go 2 weeks in the summer, and this whole 2 weeks, they're visiting colleges. Now, how can you tell a student if they are going to be able to go to school or what a school is like if they've never been on a campus? So I think it's so important that parents understand that we need to start this process in the 8th grade, just like John Hay do, so that everybody can have a 98% college acceptance rate. So I think that it's so important for my program to get started so that we can get all of the babies to college. And I also feel that with my workshops, that each parent will leave with a starter kit. In the starter kit, they'll get a folder with documentation inside to tell you different important things that you should know. You get a notebook and an ink pen so that you can take notes during the workshop. You will also get a calendar, and in the calendar it will have important dates, testing dates, ACT dates, college important testing dates for the colleges, as far as when you should have your admissions and all of that different things will be included in this planner. So I will also include in there a magnet. It will have my website and my email address. So parents could contact me at any time and ask any questions, and they will be able to reach me directly versus being able to go to some kind of random site. They will actually be able to ask me directly any questions. And each parent will be able to get this. So this will be a part of what I will be using the seed money for. I also think that one of the real strong parts of my program would be the whole process of doing those individual workshops for the FAFSA. A lot of parents get real confused with the FAFSA, and it really deters a lot of parents from moving forward. So that's later on in the process, but my real important part is starting these parents in the 8th grade, stressing the importance of the college visits, stressing the importance of them knowing what are they eligible for the low-income families. There are so many things they're eligible for, test waiver fees. There are so many things that I was able to find during my 5 years of searching with my daughter, and now I'm going through with my son, who is a freshman. So that's what I think everybody should look into with helping with my process of trying to get all these babies to college.